done Ariana Grande. I've sat in Post Malone sessions, Pharrell, Jamie Foxx, John Legend, like Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah, I just remember that.
In the session for that joint?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Future, Khaled, Metro, like Southside, all those guys, Young Thug.
When people think the first rap record, they think Sugar Hill Gang. Man,
oh, you about to
King Tim III was the first rap record that came out.
Bro, we still had, like, cassettes were still there. What I would do is basically take the cassette and you gonna record it. You know what I'm saying? So you record your audio, your music on that. So I recorded music. And then after that, I would go back. You could rewind it.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go re-record again with them both going at the same time. So now I got my voice and my music, but it's a crazy setup because it's like, you just got a bunch of stuff going on. So you holding the mic, but you got the music playing right here. You trying to make it all happen at one time.
With Blueface, he had a song, he still has a song, Dead Lokes, that went fast. That's probably the fastest I've seen someone go from like this to that.
If you see the Kardashians from turning, a sex tape into a ginormous brand.
We're going there.
No, it's no disrespect.
The SEX tape. It's a SEX tape.
Sorry. No disrespect. I love them. I'm a big fan of Kim Kardashian.
So I seen what was going on in music and all of that, and I seen twerking. I seen bitches grinding and winding and licking their fingers and rubbing their nipples and doing a little woo. And I do shit like that, like with my man at home in the dark. Like I'm a girl, I'm a woman. But on camera and everybody just seeing like me bent over with the stretch marks and my ass crack out and all that. I seen all of that and was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that, but I do love music. I went to the male artists.
Like, shoot, I was in the rooms with Ice-T, True Car, M. Dot, Fetty DeMarco, Young T.O., John Hart, Asia, and like
going too fast.
Yeah, and like I'm just like, and this is all in one room, like all in one room. So many people in here, plus other people, etc. Whoever I forgot to mention, what I'm saying? Those are just top that came off the top of my head. So like, you gotta know this, just being in that room, you don't gotta try to overstep people's, like, step on people's foot and be like, oh, I'm an artist. We
was doing security at USC, and I hit him up. I said, bro,
I low key in the hood too. People hear USC and they like, oh, that's a great, bro. You in the hood.
Yeah.
You in the hood. You doing security in the hood. I don't care what it is.
We had to stand on the corner for like 12, for like overnight shift.
Bro, I put the song out and I closed my phone and I closed the app and I don't really see what's going on TikTok. And we're in a pandemic. So I wasn't really like, I didn't really know how to take it in for real. And it wasn't really in my face because we was all in the house. I wasn't recording too much content or nothing. Like, I don't regret nothing because I know it's all an algorithm.
If it's day one, we'll
post a day one recap.
We'll give you a video at your booth before it starts. So you can post it for when it opens and say we're here. And then we'll recap your day and give it to you by dinner. So then you can post that bitch in the morning.
Got off a plane and I went to the movies and I watched Slumdog.
And the rest was history.
Yeah. My part lyrically is not in the song because actually the film was already out. So sad.
Okay. But it's on the soundtrack.
It's on the soundtrack, yeah.
My favorite artist that I've worked with so far is probably Lil Keed. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Lil Keed.
A real humble, real genuine person. You wouldn't know that he was who he was if you had just met him on the street. Like, he's a genuine, solid dude. We went and hung out after the shoot, before the shoot. He came up to me. He introduced himself, even though I was the one coming to Atlanta to work with him. He was just a real humble dude, and you don't find that shit a lot in the industry because people, get to a certain point and they become big-headed and start to forget that they're people too.
I've been in riots before, in penitentiary riots, like crucial ones, like head bust, like just like whole yard, just everybody is going up, is going down. But I think like, so once the alarm went up, boom, wah, like I get down, I'm looking, two races just run at each other, bro, and all type of weapons, and everybody just going at it, bro. And then, bro, and people really getting hurt, people getting airlifted off the yard, bro. Just turning 18, you like, what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did I getting myself into? But
I know this is what happens in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At one point, you have to expect everybody. You might be the last one left. Everybody you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel that.
You know, it's a time you grieve for a little bit, and you have to move on. Like
Thug could record the whole song within 5-10 minutes, right? Like
Don't speed past that. Hold on. Right? Recording the song in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, no, he'll do it. And Thug knows better Pro Tools than most of the engineers that we have in the industry.
Shout out to Thug, man. Hey, artists, that's a gym that you can't miss, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta know what's going on.
These artists that are serious with their craft, they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they're looking at your screen, because like nowadays you don't really record in the vocal booth. Like you have artists who are sitting right next to you and looking at your same screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like he'll know when you fuck up. Like, and he don't care about like how fast you move or how slow you know what I'm saying? Like it's like more a matter of like how accurate you move.
Cause I was just dumping money into the shit. Probably spent like 12 grand into posts on that shit. Something around there.
I'm not good at math, bro, but that's a lot of $15 posts.
It was a lot of $15 posts. Yeah.
Lil Baby's an energy person. I'm big on energy too. And he's the type of person where if like their energy's off, like he won't even talk. He won't say nothing. He just will ignore the whole conversation. And then when you leave, he's like, he'll talk again. Like, yeah, I just wasn't fucking with the vibe. And
shout out Lil Baby, that's real.
No, straight up. And he was talking and talking and talking. And I remember one time he mentioned Russ. No, like a lot of people, like for whatever reason, don't acknowledge his business mindset. But he mentioned Russ, and he's like, Russ makes millions a month on music. Run That Back Turbo was in the room. He's like, who? Like, who are you talking about? And then like other people are like, who? Everybody was like, who? When he mentioned Russ, I was talking about it, and Lil Baby was like, exactly what he said.
Gotta give us a Blueface story, bro.
I will.
You gotta give us a Blueface story.
The last time that we had interacted on that level.
Okay.
It was a recording session. We're in there vibing, it's going good. He ordered some pizza. His manager's in there cracking jokes and stuff. And so he looks at me at one point during the conversation and just says, "Bro, this rapping shit is fun." And for whatever reason, that really stuck with me, because in a sense, I felt like that was in like his last words he said to me in this area. Even though we recorded for the rest of the session or whatever, but it was like, yo, what? Dang, he's really enjoying himself. Like, and I loved it because it was like, yo, you are really having fun with this, and it's really paying off.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Completely
That's
changing
like
your life.
literally what everyone in the world wants, is to be able to have fun with what they're doing, and it pays them. You know? And so with that, I want to say like 2 weeks, maybe a month later, bro was signed.
Out of there.
Yeah.
I've been watching Gorilla, at her come up.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think she's a good example. Is the further you get into the industry, the more they kind of push that. And it could be and I mean in the ways of like she starting to dress compared to where she was before. And obviously there's money and things like that. And we could even take it all the way back to Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
Like if anybody's seen early videos of Nicki Minaj.
No, of course.
New York.
But no, you know what though? I want to keep it on Glorilla because I want to speak on that because she more of my age.
Okay.
And we more in the same lane.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
don't be shy and don't feel bad, because I was finna say too, don't edit this.
Okay.
Put this on the camera too. Even me telling you not to edit it.
Yeah.
Because I mean it when I say I have nothing bad to say, but I feel exactly where you're coming from. So keep pushing off that so I could keep my response to you, because I feel like we on the same page.
Yeah, like obviously when she first came out, just like any other artist, she's a struggling artist, you know, and you can tell by the way she dressed, you know, she's just a regular girl in the hood trying to make it out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And she wasn't talking the most, let's say, lyrical, but she came out with some hit songs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And after that, more recently, you know, with recent posts and things of that nature, she's been posting way more showy or flashy get-ups or attire, whatever you want to call it. And it seems as if naturally, the further you get into the industry as a female, the whole sex appeal and showing and accentuating your curves or whatever, showing as much skin as you can get away with, is pushed on you more and more. And I just respect your artistry, like I was saying, because you went the opposite route.
Yeah, facts. I'm definitely gonna wear a beanie and some jeans and a hoodie. And if that's not what you seen when you wanted to deal with me, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But for real, just because of the fact that I could make this like a one and done after what you said, but since you mentioned Glorilla and gave an example, I want to come follow off of you so that way nobody can take what you said wrong.
Okay.
So the way you said it, I'm going to break it down in slang and female version.
Okay, bet.
Cool?
I need that. Yeah, go ahead. I need that.
Because I fuck with everything you saying for real about her. And I swear I'm scared to even speak on other female artists,
No,
especially
not to her.
No, of
Shout
course.
out to Glorilla.
Of course, and we made that clear. That's
Yeah.
the thing. We made it clear, so that's why I'm willing to say my piece, because definitely I'm a Glorilla fan. I would literally rap every song she got word for word right now.
Yeah.
So when I say this, I mean this with all love and being another female artist. And I just hope and pray that if it was to ever cross her phone, she would respect what I got to say, you know?
Okay.
And what you had to say.
Let's hear it.
But basically, I've been following her and watching her before she was who she's known to be right now. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so, and I've watched her interviews and everything. Like from her interview with Funny Marco to her interview that she had with The Breakfast Club, I believe.
Okay.
Charlamagne, I believe that.
You probably know
Because I
a
remember
little
his
more than
voice. Yeah, no, when I say that too, if I squint my face a little bit, I'm not talking to you. I'm just looking at you. I'm talking to myself. But no, for real. So I noticed the difference. Like, for instance, she had this type of hair, these type of teeth, and this type of outfit on this interview. And to me, she was Glorilla. She was raw to me.
Yeah.
Regular on how she was, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's undeniable. It's undeniable to see her on this interview after she signed her deal. She not her sign her deal. After she go up off of her hit song, my favorite song, cause I'm FREE. Nigga free, you know.
We gotta hit those moves.
So to see it from
really
that,
was on the
and
drill
to
team.
see her for that, fact. And to see that, it instantly let me know that she a real hood bitch, gangster bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now I be watching her and she just super classy now.
Cleaned it up.
She's still a hood bitch, but she's super classy now.
Yeah.
She holding it together so good to where she start making me feel small.
Trendy and really popular for women to kind of go that route, but nobody's really teaching them like how you're gonna capitalize.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, this is where I can get some type of power, I can have some type of control. You know what I'm saying? But okay, now how do I capitalize that? How do I turn that into money? Or how do I turn that into a platform that can promote items, not just for other brands, but for myself as well?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think earlier you were talking about like who is my biggest influencer. And it might be cliche or whatever, but if you see the Kardashians from turning, you know, a sex tape into a
we going there?
ginormous brand.
We're going there.
No, it's no disrespect.
A SEX tape. It's a SEX
Sorry. No disrespect. I love them. I'm a big fan of Kim Kardashian.
Joint.
Who started the song on? I promise you.
Get out of here.
Chance the Rapper did it right after us. I promise you. And they put us on the Fader. The Fader, you know the Fader magazine?
Yeah, bro.
When they put us on that, I was like, okay, that's a little better, like a little bit of credit, but that's a story behind that too.
Hold on. I need you to say right here. You started
We started the So Gone Challenge for sure. Me and my brother started the So Gone Challenge. I will never forget that because, look,
that's
crazy. Tell you.
I did the So
But break it down to you, bro. we did a freestyle, right? And I don't even when I talk about the because I have been talking about it for so long to the point where but I gotta break this down.
Yeah, please.
We did the freestyle, right? And did the freestyle. It was a still tipping freestyle. Shit was cool. Shit went crazy, low key. So the next one we was like, oh, we gotta go crazy.
Yeah.
He was always the picker. Like he knew what to do. He don't put the freestyle in. I mean, yeah, my brother.
Okay.
He knew I rap. He had the look, so he like, let's do it. Let's put it together. And that's what we did. We put it together. I said, bro, let's do this beat. This Monica beat. So gone. Dun, 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 you know?
Yeah.
He like, bro, no. He said no for like 2 weeks. And then he was like, fuck it. Let's just do it. And this is how I know we started it. Cause he kept saying no to it. Like as if it wasn't a song that
I was gonna say,
you know what
you
I'm
would
saying?
have been seeing it.
Yeah,
You
it
would have been
wasn't.
seeing
It wasn't like something like, oh, we gonna hop on this way. He was like, he just kept saying no to it. We did it. Went crazy. It went crazy. Like that was the one that went crazy for sure.
Hey, I heard it here, bro. What the?
Hey, yeah, I promise you, for sure.
You started the So Gone Challenge, but that's low key. I don't care what nobody say. Like at least for like my generation, our generation, like. Those certain, I wouldn't say it's like history, but those are like moments in music.
Facts.
When social
Facts.
media started coming around, those are like little moments.
Yeah, Vine moments, all that shit.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Yeah,
So
for
to
sure.
say you started that, bro,
yeah.
that's insane. I
sure,
swear, bro,
for sure.
I did one.
For real, you did one?
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's insane.
Yeah. Everybody did that shit. That shit was crazy for sure.
So you sped by this, but I'm not gonna let you speed past going to Japan, bro. Like, there's, it's like there's so much cool stuff, bro. Just sped over going to Japan, like that wasn't nothing. So, bro, what inspired going to Japan? What's up with Japan?
Little bro, he was gonna go to high school. He's gonna be heavily recruited by big time schools and all that stuff. So he's not gonna have time when he goes to high school. So we decided to take a cool little family trip.
Okay.
And we went and then we went. We were doing our own thing. We went just for like mainly vacation. But I mean, shoot, like as an artist, I'm gonna go and network.
For sure.
You know, I'm gonna go and network. And I already had some people out there, photographers that I'd known since prior. Because I was like trying to do some homework, trying to find photographers, producers since before, so I could set something up. So when I do get there,
So you were planning the trip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we was planning everything. I was hitting up photographers, producers, engineers out there. I was looking at studio times. Like
You knew you were about to go do music in Japan.
Yeah,
you weren't
exactly.
just like
like we wasn't gonna waste no time. Like we was gonna have fun. We were gonna see the sights and all that stuff. But when there was time to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like at the end of the day, like music wise, like you could do it anywhere in the world. You could do it in the garage. You could do it in a skyloft view. You can do it
for sure
wherever you want. You could literally do that. You can pull out your pen, your phone, whatever you got.
For sure.
Start writing.
Right there in your pocket.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, not having a studio for a little bit kind of messed me up. Having studio withdrawals, I was like, dude, I need to get in the studio. Like, man, this thing is cool, but like, man, I want to get to work. Like, I want to get some stuff done. And then like, I hear all the motion that's coming over here in the U.S. Phrase one is like, yo, I got this person on the album. I need this person on the album. Da-da-da. And like me being in Japan, like knowing I could have been there and met multiple more people, kind of made me feel a type of way.
Like, bro, I gotta do
something.
I gotta do something.
I gotta do something, bro. Yeah, because it's frustrating, you know. As a competitor, you know, as an athlete, just competitor wise, like you
like, bro, they over there working.
Yeah.
I can't even get in the gym, bro. Ain't no gym.
Yeah, literally. Can't get
the
no
studio,
shots
your gym now.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Can't get no shots up, but we did nothing but got footage out there. was talking to every photographer, DJ. So like next time I go, I'm trying to go for my birthday again in February. It's really not that expensive at all. Like I spent more in Vegas a few more times than I did in that trip to Japan, bro. Like Japan's really not that expensive.
Inspire
bro.
the people then.
Yeah,
Japan not that expensive.
Japan
I need to go.
For me, a big inspiration outside of, you know, the people that I just mentioned, for me personally, was seeing Bow Wow do his thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me, being a young dude, like Bow Wow was like who you wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? You see a little dude, he had hair braid, got all the girls with him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, being from LA, you know, Snoop's from LA. And you know, Snoop was always around Bow Wow. And you know, as a kid, when you're young, you think about the fact that, hey, yo, this dude seemed like he my age, and he hanging out with such and such. You know what I'm saying? But being young, my parents, stuff like that, they wasn't letting us listen to Snoop. You knew who Snoop was. You knew his voice. You can't miss his voice. But it was like, I was
Snoop. Not playing Doggy Style in the house.
Yeah, we got to, hey, turn that down. Kids around. But you see the videos, and you see Bow Wow with Snoop, so you naturally like, yo, he cool enough to be with the grown-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
what he got, exactly, what he got going on and stuff like that. So I feel like for me, like, that was a big inspiration. And at first, before it was really like R&B and singing, it was like rapping because Bow Wow was rapping. So I mean, I remember going as far as like, let me grow my hair out. I want to get my hair braided. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like all that. I was trying to do.
You had the cornrows.
Yeah, the whole nine.
Cab with the cornrows. Sixth grade cab with the cornrows.
Even younger than that, bro. I'm talking about.
You was 7.
7, 8, young, you know what I'm saying? Young out here, like I
He was
need
like,
it.
I'm ready. I know I'm getting picked up.
And didn't even have the hair to like really have it hang. Had no hang time. My joint was right there at the neckline, bro. Swear to God, it's right there at the neckline. It's crazy. But I was like, yo, if it's long enough to get the braids, you know, from the front profile, we look good. Don't look at the back though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just crazy. So trade shows are where all the brands come and all the buyers come. So the brands come and set up booths for an industry. So we sell stuff for smoke shops. So I do a lot of smoke shop industry shows. So it's kind of cannabis because cannabis brands, they tend to make a version like Tyson 2 Boys Cannabis, but they also have their pre-roll line, which sells to smoke shops.
Yeah.
So they're at every one. Tyson goes to every single cannabis trade show. You know what I mean? It's like kind of big. So it's all the brands in one industry. They come and meet. They have brand all their booths there. Big ass building. Buyers from the industry fly in. So if you own a store that sells that stuff, if you sell internationally, wherever if you do this, you're going out there.
You're going here.
Yeah, you're gonna meet all your people. That's how you build your relationship. This is literally how business is really done.
This is your industry, right?
This is exactly, bro. So like a lot of people, it's just if you want to really step into an industry, bro, you have to go to a trade show. Because that's how you're going to, like, you want to be at a trade show with a booth or you want to be there walking around, whatever the fuck you're trying to do. For me, I had a content agency. So I was like, okay, this is what y'all doing here, right? And this is what, 3 times a year? Oof. How many brands are here? 200, 300? Watch this. Come here with a photographer, videographer, go to every booth. Who needs a videographer? Now I'm filming for 15 people, 20 brands, doing quick videos, right? Got my team, right? And they're paying us. Bam, 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 bam.
At first, I really wasn't trying to gangbang, you know, because, you know, my mom, she was like, you know, gangbanging ain't good and, you know, that's not a life you should live and this and that. But going to school and being around people and being around everybody, there was kids in there gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? And I was curious. I ain't gonna say that I was like, I wanted to gangbang, but I was curious on that lifestyle, bro. You feel me? And I ran into somebody I went to school with, and then he was like, I'm over there, like my mom really didn't let me out that much, so I was like, man, I was going to the McDonald's and I seen somebody I went to school with. I'm like, man, where you going? He was like, I'm going to the park. I'm like, there's a park around here? He like, yeah, that's my boy. Hey, shout out Primo, free Primo. So I ended up going to the park, man, and that's when I met all the guys and shit, and then from that point on and shit, you know what I'm saying, we kicked it every day that summer. Every day they would be calling me like clockwork, like, hey, come outside, come outside. Is James there? Come outside. Like, you know, and then, you know, these was my buddies. These was my friends, bro. And then at that time, I seen the, like, family, like, how the camaraderie in that shit, bro. You feel me? So I liked it that because I didn't have no big family, bro. You feel me? My mama work. My uncle stayed there, and it was just like, that was it, bro. You feel me? I got my grandma, but on my dad's side, I got a big family. But my mama's side, the family ain't big, so it's just like I seen the camaraderie, I seen the brotherhood, and I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I seen how they was like, you know, everybody was looking out for each other, bro. You feel me? I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't top notch, best dressed. You know what I'm saying? For the 6th grade. But when I came back on that 7th grade, boy, I was flying in the 747. They was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Hey, the homie, cause my boy.
I was flying in the 747.
Oh God, bro. Every Saturday morning, every morning, it was just like 10 o'clock, like clockwork. Brrr, hey, come outside, fool. You know what I'm saying? I'll bail down, like, like, and he be like, throw these on, throw these J's on, throw these Chucks on. You feel me? So
yeah.
Finally, my dog, you know what I'm saying? He just turned around and was like, bro, we was going to a party. I'll never forget it, man. On the walking off the 500, bro, to the 7, bro, and that nigga was like beef on the hood, fool. I'm like, man, nah, fool, you know. And he was like, man, come on, cause like at my school, it's just all type of people, like kids, like we all bad kids. It's all type of from different gangs and shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really didn't know about that shit or know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah. And he just took off on me. We started fighting, and after that, he was like, "You from the hood?" I'm like, "Nah, hell no, I ain't from the hood." Fool.
He forced it on you.
Yeah, he kind of like did. Like he was my boy. That was my brother. And I love that fool. That was my brother. But he kind of like forced it on me. And then I'm like, nah. He's like, I'm gonna come to your hood I'm gonna come to your house every day. Then we gonna chunk him. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck where you come to. We gonna fight every day. Cause I'm like, man, my mama she gonna be hot, bro. You feel me? Hey, that motherfucker was at my house the next day though. I ain't gonna lie.
With his hands up, ready.
Hey, like, what's up? You try?
Man of his word.
Hey, like, hey, on a bike. Hey, I looked out because my patio with my porch would face La Cienega to the hood. You feel me? So
yeah.
And I hear somebody, hey, James, come out. And I looked outside, like, man, who the fuck is it? I look outside, I'm like, oh shit, they really out here. So boom, I walk down, like, what's up? He like, hey, you from the hood, fool? I'm like, we love you, homie. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, nah. He like, well, throw your shit up then, bro. We get to locking in front of my building and shit. You feel me? And then we be back cool again.
The shootings didn't start until like early 80s, though. Until then, man, we were just out there just having a good time. Then they started the shootings. I remember Labor Day, Eastern Parkway. That's in Brooklyn. Huge. Eastern Parkway just ran from one end to the other of Brooklyn.
Okay.
And they have a big money. It was a festival that they would have. I can't think
like
of the name
Tuesday
of it.
Or something.
No, it was Labor Day, and it was, they had the Calypso, and they had all the bands out there, and they would have DJs like all over the place. The last time when it got really bad, I remember being out there this one summer. It was Labor Day, and we're out there, we're hanging out, everybody, drinking, smoking, whatever, and you would hear shooting. And what would happen is when that would happen, everybody would it was like a rush, people getting knocked over.
Trampled. They getting trampled.
Oh, yes, exactly. I remember one time I looked back after everybody had ran. I looked back, shoes, sneakers. People ran out of their shoes.
They were out of there.
But what happened is that I think that was I forgot what year it was. It had to be like 82 maybe.
Okay.
81, 82. That was the last time I really saw people out in the park doing their thing, DJs, because it was just crazy. Because what would happen is that particular incident, there was shooting, everybody ran, and then, the DJ start, mixing again, and everybody would come back.
They would come right back.
About 15, 20 minutes later, shooting again. Everybody would just take off running. And that happened like 3 times.
Nah, hold on. So so y'all would be out there doing your thing, shooting. It's like an intermission. Like
I guess, yeah. Everybody would take off running.
It's like instead of hearing a little bell, you hear boom, 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 and you all take off.
Because back then we didn't take it as serious as like these days. Because it wasn't normal. It wasn't normal.
And you just come right back.
Yeah, people would come back. The DJ
pick
would
up their shoes off the ground, put them back.
Yeah. But that after that, I remember that the whole outside DJing in the park, I remember it just fading away because it wasn't worth it anymore.
This is what I meant when I said "Signed to the Streets." I know a lot of people say that because they want to sound like, they from the streets and shit. But I mean it like my uncle, he was trapping, and he used a lot of the money that he was making trapping to fund my music.
Oh, okay. So he was helping push your craft.
Yeah, he was paying
from
for
his
my
money.
videos. He was paying for my videos, my studio sessions, until he got to a point where he was like, "This shit's all mad expensive. So how about we just get you a studio?" So we bought a studio. We bought a building, or leased a building on MacArthur in Oakland, and then we set a studio up in there.
So this was in the Bay still.
Yeah, when I was 19.
That's crazy. And this is all happened just after your first song.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I came to him and I told him, I was like, I rap better than everybody over here. And he was like, yeah, all right. But his son was rapping. Everybody was rapping for real. And he was like, all right, you're right. So he heard my shit. He was like, all right, you're right. You do rap better than everybody that's over here. And he just went all in. Like that's where the concept of like, if one person wins, everybody wins came from. You know, with us. It was like we all get behind one thing, and as soon as that person pop off, then everybody gonna pop off. You know what I mean? And that's what we tried to push.
And then so from there, you're in your own studio. You know, obviously you and your uncle figured out.
I fucked it off. I was too young.
What you mean?
I fucked it off. I was too young. I was in there doing whatever, having hoes in there.
Just partying.
Yeah, everybody in there, just having my friends. I'm 19. I just got out of jail. Like, I ain't even got to do nothing for real. You know what I mean? So having all of this shit just handed to me, I didn't know how to, how to navigate. I didn't know how to like be grateful and appreciate it the right way. I had all my friends in there. We was smoking, drinking, fucking the studio up, getting drunk and shit like that. My uncle coming in the morning and shit dirty. Eventually, he just got tired of it. He used to tell me about it all the time. He was like, "This your shit. It's not they shit. So if it get fucked up, you gonna be the one that lose." And I've fucking been down that road a million times in my life, but that was one of the first times that I was like more focused on making sure that everybody else was good instead of myself. You know what I mean? And putting myself in a bad position. So one day, I wake up and I go to cut on the lights and they just don't turn on.
In the studio?
Yeah. So I go back to the hood and I tell my uncle, I was like, the lights out. He was like, I know.
I got the notice.
I got the notice. But I've been telling you for a year now that, so if you want to keep doing it, you're going to have to fund it or you're going to have to pay for it. I'll keep pushing what I can push, but I'm not doing that for you no more because you don't know how to appreciate it. And that was the first time I lost something because I was trying to be good to somebody else.
The time I decided to come to California to actually move, like live, I got to the airport and I had to throw half my stuff away. They got there, it was like, oh, it's overweight. You can pay the extra if you want to. I was like, I ain't even got no money. So I went off to the side while they was helping other people. And I'm talking about like I was taking stuff out.
Because your flight finna come up too.
Right. I mean, I promise you, bro, I was like 30 minutes to missing my flight. I got there. Let's see, my flight left at like noon. I got there at like 9. I didn't get on the plane. I didn't clear checkout till like 11:15.
Yo,
I promise you.
Hey,
I promise you, bro.
In the dictionary, they got the word persistence. It's a picture of your name, bro.
I promise you, bro.
That is the most respectable, bro. Because most people, most people not even going to California chasing a dream. But, bro, you got to the airport, but most people would have been turn right back around, would have been like, look, I need to keep my stuff. All right, it ain't meant to be. But you were like, nah, something in me, I got to go to Cali. Just because, obviously, doing research with yours and then research that I've done in the past, I have to ask, like, were you inspired by Russ at all?
Hell yeah,
bro. Because I was just like,
and
there has to be. I was kind of scared to ask right now because I was like, dang, what if it's the same thing like the Chloe Bailey joint? But nah, you were definitely inspired by Russ.
I was absolutely inspired by Russ. I was like, I'm the graphic artist on all my shit though, and I was like, you know what?
Get out of here.
I'm the illustrator on all my stuff.
So you produce, you write, you record, you drop it,
mix,
and you mix it. You
album art.
I don't got no fingers.
But it's all that for real. That's crazy. But I was just like, let me try to do like a more detailed version of Rush's shit because it gave me a great fucking. It gave me a great idea. I'm like, even if my fans aren't reaching his fans, it's a cool, consistent, easy theme. And I was like, how can I make it a little bit more complicated? Yeah. How can I do it my own way? How can I, separate? But absolutely inspired. There was a lot of us dropping at that time once a week, essentially once a week. And
everybody found a theme, and it was kind of off the strength of how Russ was dropping weekly. Like there was a huge group of artists just dropping weekly since then, and we all kind of found our own weekly theme, just because it's like a lot harder to create a brand new concept every single week. So yeah, I definitely got inspired by Russ for sure.
So what, in your opinion, like during that time when you start to get traction with all these different tracks, with all these different records, that sounded crazy, traction and tracks, but when you start getting traction with all these different records, for you, what was your like take on it? Not just like feeling the love, but just like, what do you think made you stand out as an artist? Because obviously your fans, you know what I'm saying, other people, other blogs gonna have their own opinion, but I'd like to hear it from you. Like, what do you think made you stand out?
I think a lot of it had to do with what I would talk about. It was a little bit more substance than a lot of the people who were also dropping simultaneously, and I think it's just part of the story. I had a lot of like real shit to talk about, shit that could potentially help save people's lives. So I think people forever connect with those type of records. And then I also think I think it was just a tonal thing. I think that people understood that, like, I kind of knew my lane, I kind of knew what the purpose was, all that shit. So,
but let's talk about the one that was going crazy on TikTok, and we're gonna go from there. When that happened for you, let me just say this: when you put the song out, what happened? You put the song out, what happens?
Bro, I put the song out and I close my phone and I close the app and I don't really see what's going on TikTok, and we're in a pandemic, so I wasn't really like taking advantage of that. Swear to God, like I just was closing the app, not paying attention to none of that going on for real. I didn't really know how to take it in for real, and it wasn't really in my face because we was all in the house.
Yeah,
so I didn't really get to experience.
And you wasn't on the phone.
I wasn't recording too much content or nothing. Like, I don't regret nothing because I know it's all an algorithm, and you know God works the way He does. But I never really got to experience nothing crazy because we was in the house when all that was going on. Like, I never even had a tour yet. I never toured.
Stop playing with
I
me.
swear, I never toured, bro. Like, I never toured. I never even I could count on my hand how many shows I've had though. But like, I need to do more shows. But when that whole shit was like, I was finna go on tour right before that whole pandemic shit started, and then boom. But hey, it'll happen.
This year.
No, for sure.
You gotta go this year.
But I'm already knowing, but I feel like that shit gonna hit me different because it's never really been in my face for real.
Yeah, no.
So I know it's going.
You're trying to prepare yourself for. You gonna have some appreciation tears.
Hey, no, for real.
Some appreciation tears.
No, for real. I'm gonna have some appreciation tears, but nah, bro. I never really got to experience that because I was just. I didn't take advantage of that. Like,
I mean.
But if I'm still alive, like, I feel like it's never late, bro.
Nah, it's not. I mean,
I just really.
TikTok wasn't for you.
No, it wasn't that it wasn't for me. That's family. It's just like, I don't be knowing how to
process it.
Not process it. It's more like, I think I just. I don't know. I think it's a love and hate thing with the content. I just need to get. I feel like it's self-sabotage. That's what it is. It's self-sabotage. Like, I know I could be doing this and I could be doing that, and it's like, well, why aren't you doing this to be doing that now?
Yeah. No, I love that, bro. Because I definitely, I'm a self-sabotager.
Yeah, and it's not okay. Like,
for sure.
Let's turn
okay.
Up. It's not. My voice been cracking this whole shit, bro. Look, I'm saying this. I feel like it's just enough. We got to just stop with the talking and just get on the action.
I feel that.
I bet you in less than 2 months, I'll have a song that's viral on TikTok. Like,
a month.
But I'll know what to do this time. And, you feel me? If I ain't working, I'm twerking. But I'm always working. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go stupid, bro.
But let's talk about that. When you say I'm gonna know what to do, what is like? Obviously, you're gonna create content.
I'm
but
not
as an
letting off
artist,
the
what's that
gas,
mean?
bro. I feel like
it happened, and you were just kind of like, "Whoa, let me put this down. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do because this is a little too much for me to look at right now."
so. Nothing ever stopped. Like everything's still going crazy, but I feel like I need to have my face out there.
I did Showtime at the Apollo. Slick Rick was performing. I love Slick Rick.
You seen Slick Rick perform?
Yeah, I did Showtime at the Apollo back. You can that one's on YouTube. My friends were like, "You have to put that on
hold
YouTube."
on, you did Showtime at the Apollo?
Mm-hmm. I told you I was an R&B singer. Then that was a lesson to learn.
What in the world?
So this is a good lesson for everybody here. So I was like 16, 17 when I did that. And, you go and audition for the show, and then they pull you to audition for the TV show.
Yeah.
So the woman said, "I want you on the show. Come audition for the TV show." And she suggested to me that I do Tracks of My Tears. She's like, "Why don't we change your song up? You should do like something like this one." And I was doing Stephanie Mills, If I Were Your Woman. And I did that song because I knew it. Like, I knew it in my bones. I knew it, which is a good thing. Like, you should know your material really well.
Yeah.
But what I learned from that was when I went on stage and I sang that song, first it started with people booing me. And by the end, people were applauding.
It's the Apollo.
It's the Apollo. Yeah. Who's this girl? Get her off
Who
there.
are you?
Yeah. But by the end, people were standing up and applauding me, and I worked hard for that. Like I
fought through it the whole way.
I fought it. Yes, I worked hard. And what I realized later was, oh, that woman who knows her show and knows her audience told me you should do this kind of song because it's the song that wins the audience. And the Tracks of My Tears is more popular. It's upbeat. They would have like loved me already for the choice of song. Whereas the Stephanie Mills song, which is a ballad and it takes me a minute to get to the big, riffs and the money notes. I was like, oh, she was right. I should have listened to her.
Yeah.
But I would have had to learn a new song and get it in my bones.
Tracks on My Tears.
Do the work.
Am I incorrect in saying that's Smokey
Tracks on My
Robinson?
Tears?
Am I
Smokey
wrong?
Robinson,
That
yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You sang that one at 17.
I did a Stephanie Mills song. I did If I Were Your Woman. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
then that's
No,
why
she was saying
that's
she
why
was
she
saying
was telling
do the
you
other one
because that
Mhm.
was going to easily win over. But you had to fight the whole performance because you did the Stephanie Mills.
That's right.
But it probably worked in your favor, like you said, because you knew your material.
Yes.
You knew
But
your
again,
material.
if I had listened to her and then did the work to know that material better, or picked a different song, like if I had even asked the question, why are you saying that song?
Yeah.
She could have said, well, the audience is going to love it. Then I could have said, oh, well, what about this song?
one, I know
Or
this
this Stevie Wonder song I know? Or this Aretha song I know? She would have been like, yeah, that. Right? But I didn't know to ask.
Like Thug only wears Air Force one time, and like all his crew does. You feel me? So like they'll and
Shout out to Thug, man. Free Thug.
Yeah, free Thug. Like I remember him just throwing away all those Air Forces and like, we were just picking it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit like brand new. That shit fresh. I'm like, yeah, bro.
You just throwing them away.
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro, I wore these 2 hours ago. I ain't fucking with those.
Yeah, and I'm ready. I'm like not even like myself, but like all my peers. It's like, yeah, we're gonna rock it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that shit brand new.
What you talking about? Yes. What?
Yeah.
I'm throwing them on. You got me messed up.
Yeah. But those type of shit where like, we're getting we're doing all these like side missions of like getting Air Forces and like we need to get like there's a day where we have to get 5-6 different Air Forces but with same size, but like some shoe stores only allow you to just get like
Buy
three
one or
three
two.
pairs or some shit. You feel me? So there's time where
If you're not rich, you don't know that. I'm saying that because I didn't know that. I didn't.
no, but yeah. So there's times where me and my homie would just pull up to these stores and acting like we don't know each other, so that we could get more pairs. You know what I'm saying? So we were all doing all these.
Everybody need to get 3. Everybody need to get 3.
Yeah. So like, it's safe to say we did go through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? As just working under the studio and just following that dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So, obviously, I don't want to touch on it too much because he's going through what he's going through. But like, what was the Young Thug's demeanor like when you saw him, when you were around him? Because I think people don't get to hear about that side of him when he's just he's chilling, he's in the studio, he's working. Like, what was his demeanor like? What was his character like? Give us some stories about Young Thug.
I say he's not really talkative like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like
he'll greet every people and shit. You know, he's in his own time. He's in his own zone, and he don't want his zone to get bothered. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he always want to just stay like record ready type shit. Like he's always about his music. Yeah. So that's where, cause like honestly, like I told you, like I didn't really listen to his music before I started working with him. But when I saw like how much like work and time that he puts in, even though he's such a talented like artist, I was like, damn, like that's something I have to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even though I might not understand his music, but like his, yeah, like you said, his demeanor and like his work ethic was something like I have to admire and learn.
So when you say you're talking about work ethic, you say he was living in the studio.
Yes.
So tell us like about his work ethic. How many songs is he recording in a day? How's this recording process going down, bro? Young Thug is one of the GOATs. How is this going down in the studio?
So I've been seeing his interview. I think prior to me working with him, he was saying like he has like 10,000 songs or something. Like he was saying an outrageous number. But when I was like started working with him, like it all made sense. Like he would knock out like 6-7 songs easy, and then and all the bars are like really good. You know what I'm saying? Like all the bars like and all the like cadence that he was like spinning, like it was dope.
Every step of the way, there was like triumph followed by doubt. You know, like every other person, I wake up in the morning with doubt, and then I have to like summon enough courage to face the day, and then hopefully get a small win, and I can go to sleep like, okay, I did something today. But then when I wake up again, it's like, fuck,
same thing.
Damn, like you look at the mountain and you climb it, the view's good, and then you go back to sleep, and then every day is the same thing, right? But there's key moments in my life where like, okay, I have to look at this, and I can't just be like, okay, I'm not good enough every single day, because there are certain things that I have accomplished in my life, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I got the first Grammy with To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick, I felt like, okay, maybe what my contributions to this album weren't significant enough for me to warrant feeling like I won a Grammy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second one, Nipsey Hussle,
Racks in the Middle.
Right? That won Best Rap Performance. So it's like, damn, it wasn't my mixing that helped this man win this Grammy. So like, of course, I'm part of it still.
Yeah.
Right. But to myself,
But how you looked at it.
I'm very tough on myself. Right. And that's what motivates me to keep
pushing. Keep doing more.
Keep doing. And when I get complacent and when I get like full of myself, I'm the worst version of myself.
I feel that.
'Cause that's my activation.
Yeah.
Right. So, when the third one happened, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah. It's
David
gotta
Kim, Nas, King's Disease, Best Rap Album.
Yeah.
Mixed the whole shit. Recorded most of it. It's like, oh, okay, this is undoubted. You know, this is one of those moments. And then same thing when he's saying shout out to the engineer and David Kim, like
you can't deny it at that point.
You can't deny it.
Yeah.
So whenever like I'm feeling down or like feeling hard on myself, like I think about those key moments sometimes, and I reflect on it. It's like, okay, you thought you weren't good enough, but look, you are good enough.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like everybody gotta have something where they can count. Like, and I feel like that's why accepting compliments and giving yourself a pat on the back once in a while is a good thing.
It was Lil Baby on the ticket, and I'm sitting here like, wait, what?
Yeah, hold on, bro.
Is this is he really? Wait, yes, I want to do the session. Like,
yeah, I'm there.
You know what I mean? So
please don't be a no-show this time. Please don't.
Yeah. No, definitely no. I got my.
I'll take the other two if you come.
Yeah. Come on. No, yeah, that session, I earned my plaque. That session we did the Money Man 24 remix. That was when.
You did the verse on there.
Yeah.
See, I seen the plaque on IG.
Yeah.
But you gotta talk to the people about that, bro. How was that session?
Man, the session was crazy. The session was nuts. He didn't show up until like super late at night. I want to say like 3 a.m, and I was at the studio. I want to say since like 5 5, 6, or 7 p.m. So
waiting, just like
yeah, I was just waiting. 5, 6, 7 p.m. I was waiting, and he shows up around like 3 in the morning.
So almost a no show.
Almost a no show. Goes into the A room. I'm the engineer for the B room. He's in the A room. They're rocking out in the A room. I hear the music. I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna get no action tonight. This sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm in the B room, and then I'm like watching like some Call of Duty videos or something, and then the assistant, my assistant engineer, he walks in and he's like, "Oh snap, fuck, Marv, you're still here!" Like, because at this point it's like I want to say like 5, 6 in the morning, and he's like,
dang.
Yeah, and
but you were like, bro, I'm not leaving.
Yeah. No, well, I was just. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was really tired. I was like, if I'm not gonna get used at this point, can I just go home? I was like, I was mad discouraged. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like 3 sessions, 4 sessions, no shows and stuff, and like I was just.
Hear them rocking out in the next room.
Yeah. I was, I was definitely in my feels about it for sure. And then he's like, let me just go see if they need you. You got to stay here the whole time, but like, let me see what's up. And I said, no, it's all good. I'll stay. I just want to know if I'm going to be used or anything. Like I'm kind of just sitting here watching Call of Duty videos in this big ass studio, And so he's like, no, I got you. So he goes over to the room. Little baby was sleeping. He wakes up. He's like, hey, little baby, did you have a whole nother studio? Did you want to, like with a whole nother engineer, did you want to use him? He's like, he's been here since like yesterday pretty much. Like, it's been 12 hours and stuff. Did you still want to use the studio? And then he just kind of like yawned and was like, tell him baby on the way. Walks out the studio, runs down the hall, runs into my room. I'm sitting there like this. He's like, Marv. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, yo, he's coming in. I'm like, oh shit, who? He's like, the man himself. Like,
baby on the way.
Baby on the way. He literally said verbatim, baby on the way. And I'm like, okay, fuck. So he gets into the session. He's rolling up a blunt. It's kind of cold in there. I turn off the AC. I'm like, so what we working on, And he airdrops me the session, and I had just heard Money Man a week prior to that session, which is ironic because when I played that song, that's the song that I got introduced to Money Man to. Like
that's wild.
Like my boy played that song 24 because his album had just dropped. So he played the song 24, and that was his like. He's like, oh yeah, have you heard this guy? He's like, this guy's hard. His name's Money Man, and like played 24, and that was like my introduction. And then I'm like, didn't this song already come out? I look back at him. I'm like, didn't this song already come out? And he was like, yeah, but they want me to get on the remix.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck?